So when the news broke, how did you feel?
Honestly, I kind of felt relief after 13 years of not knowing where he was located. At least now, I know where he is. I kind of feel like he's finally home. Like I could put a location to where he is. So.
After 13 years, your family and yourself have been working to find what happened to Julius. What have y'all done to try and reach out to the community?
This story is really a testament to my mom. She's repurposed her pain. She started a support group, and based off of that, she's been helping other parents who've gone through, tragic situations with their own kids. And pretty much every year, she does an event about twice a year, just bringing awareness to my brother and his situation, and also at the same time trying to help other parents deal with their tragic loss.
Thinking back on some maybe happy times you had with Julius, what can you remember about him?
That was my brother. The life of the family. He was funny, outgoing. He loved to dress. He loves style. He loves fashion. So we want people to. We know it's been a long 13 years, and a lot of people have been wondering where he is and what had happened. But we want everybody to remember the positive things, the funny part of my brother, just everything. He loved life. So we just want people to remember those things instead of, what we've been going through these 13 years.
So, like you said, they've been investigating, or the case kind of went cold in 2019 when they pronounced him legally dead, but they've been 13 years and y'all have been kind of looking for that relief and that closure. Do you think there could be some more closure within the investigation?
Yes, I think for me right now, I have just a little bit, of closure just by knowing where he is. That's a sense of relief for me. But we're holding out hope to know, what has happened, what has taken place, and that will, close up a lot of closure for us.
This week it was released that his remains were located and found here in the city of Meridian, and y'all have been searching for 13 years for answers in this case. Did that kind of provide closure for the family, or how did y'all feel?
No, sir. It wasn't a feeling of closure, because we didn't know all this long time. And then for them to say that they found his remains, really, you can't put your feelings into words about it, but it's not closure.
So what were the emotions when y'all got the phone call from the police station earlier this week?
Well, for me, I didn't receive the phone call. His mother did. And I kind of, it wasn't a good way to receive the way I received it. I received it from co-workers because I was at work. So I just had to deal with it. I just had to deal with it. The way the information came and how I received it was, I don't know, I just thought that we was through with this to a point that we had rest. I had kind of started getting some rest over this. And it's just like the walls came down that day. I heard the information.
So it's been several days now since we found out. What have you been able to think about, the memories that you've had with Julius, things like that?
I burned the way he was, the way he showed his love toward me and others. I thought about that, and I also thought about his mother. I have not been in the spotlight because I kind of gave it to God, and was just waiting for God to reveal what had happened to him. But I thought about her a lot because she's been in the public eye. She's been pleading for help, so my heart go out to her. But as for myself, I just believe that eventually we're gonna find out now really what happened to our son, because his remain was found at one location, his vehicle found at another location. So there's no closure in that. And we just really want to know this time what happened. And my heart go out to whoever may know, who may have information, that they have lived with this for 13, going on 14 years with this information and haven't said anything. And I'm pleading today that if you know anything, please come forward to really give us rest and closure. And I'm a kind of dad that if I know that if anybody else had a son or a daughter that went missing, that you really would want to know. You know, we have murders around here all the time. And those parents, they can get some rest. They know what happened to their kid, or they have a heart attack or a stroke, and so they know. And it's easy to just lie rest over that. But not knowing really what happened to your son, it's kind of hard.
As the family, are y'all working one-on-one with the police department and giving all the information y'all have on anything? Are y'all working with them?
I think God that it's being reopened because we've given them information. They've known a whole lot of stuff, but they just didn't have a body or remain, so it kind of went cold. But I talked to them as early as this morning, and they assured me that they are out there and they're searching, and hopefully we can get some closure out of this.
What are kind of the hopes to come out of this?
I hope that if anyone else, any other family, have had a person that's gone missing, I hope that they will see, and maybe, I hope they would just see the tenacity that Tabitha had to go after finding out really what happened to our son, you know, and just don't give up. And like I said, I chose one way to deal with it and she chose another. I chose to just give it to God because the weight was so heavy. It was something that it was just hard to carry every day and to still function and to have another kid that you had to show love to and embrace. So I chose to give it to God and tried to get rest that way where she was in public eye searching for help. So I just encourage anybody who've lost hope to know that one day it may just be rainy, but the next day the sun will shine.
When y'all got the phone call earlier this week that he had been identified and located, what were the emotions that ran through the family?
They were high, but it was the enclosure part and the relief that we finally know where he is, and you know, answer to a long and extension journey they've been clueless and cold off, and when we found the call, when we got the call and we found, the emotions were high and it was sad, but it was a sign of relief, a big weight and lifted up off our shoulders, and it was good for the family and continue to grow throughout the journey.
So you said you've been able to kind of live off his memories. Yeah. You weren't really close with him or maybe even knew him, but what some of those memories that they've shared with you that kind of stand out about his personality?
Man, he funny. Funny by everybody. He funny by everybody. The energy that he felt, the energy that he brought towards people, that love, that sign of living and of life towards some people, and that kind of like that energy when he step into a room or how that you know he here, you know, and that kind of energy, man, you don't get from too many people nowadays, and that joyful spirit and that loving spirit for somebody, and you know, and it's just a wonderful person, and yeah, it's a lot, but yeah.
So you said y'all are glad to have some relief and closure. Is there anything else that you're maybe looking forward to come out of the investigation?
A little bit more to the story, but give thanks to God, and we believe God and his faith in God that all that's gonna be revealed, man. All that's gonna come over in time, and it gonna come in the right places. And you just gotta thank God for giving us the answer. And yeah.
All right, well, if there's anything else you'd like to say about your brother or what's going on and what's happened, that'd be great.
I love my brother and the story, and yes, it's tragic. And you really can't look at the bad of it like this, because it's also a symbol of hope to other families that family member that was tragic for over 10, 20 years with no answer, no clue, and you could really pinpoint, and it could really give hope to other families and inspiration, because maybe they was down and they was out and they was dead, but they looked at my mom, Tabitha Jones, and how she kept fighting over the years, and how she kept pushing, and how she kept believing. And you look at the family, how we been getting closer and growing every day and keeping an image hope and giving others hope. And man, it's a lot, but yeah.